What has your pet accidentally conditioned you to do? My wife just got out of the cat's chair on our front porch after he strolled up and meowed. Crazy thing is, it's not our cat. This is the best one so far. Very succinct. Shuffle my feet instead of walking when it's dark so I don't step on my small, black cat. Lol, when I turn the lights off my cat instantly starts running from me because of this. I guess you condition the cat and not the other way around. And they should comment on the other post. When I come home, my dog comes to the door all excited, wagging her tail, making this woo wow woo sound. It's not quite howling, but it's not barking either. I started to woo wow wow back to her because it amused me. But now if I don't, the sound she makes will turn into barking, which is very noisy and unpleasant. So basically she's trained me to have this dumb woo conversation with her, in order to keep her from yelling at me. Edit because lots of people are asking, she's a Portuguese water dog. My boy would do this too. He was a Pomeranian. That was his sweet loving playful bark. Him and my dad would have a woo conversation back and forth for like 5 minutes straight before one of them got tired. My Pom does this too. Hess got a reputation around the neighborhood for being super talkative. After 4 years, I think him finally learning his language. Yeah, I started understanding what it wants. Smiles. My friends are looking at me as if I am some kind of mutant when they see me understanding what he says. My mother's dog tells her when it's time for her evening meal. As in my mother's evening meal. The dog knows she eats after my mother, so when she starts to get peckish she goes and bugs her to start cooking. When I go back to visit, we'll be sitting chatting and the dog will sidle in and become a presence in the room for maybe 30 seconds until my mother casually looks at her watch and says, I suppose we better think about eating. She's completely unaware of what triggers her decision. A presence in the room. I love it, haha. I know exactly what you mean too. Dogs have a way of sort of just conspicuously hanging around to get some attention. Loitering, if you will. With intent, no less. Loitering with intent totally describes something I never put words to before. I have a cat that plays fetch, very insistently. She brings me her toy mouse, and if I don't throw it for her, she sits on my laptop keyboard. Of course, this all started when I would throw the mouse to keep her from sitting on my laptop. My cat does that too. He broke the feather part off his string toy and he'll drop it on my face while I sleep if he wants to play lol. My partner always goes to bed before me, and occasionally when I get in bed there's a cat toy laying by him cause the cat brought it to him after he fell asleep. It's super cute. I've been brought toys while I'm sleeping, too, but I'm a lighter sleeper than him, so I wake up to the cat either rolling around on his back kicking the toy in the air or pawing at my arm or face and then staring between the toy and me. Quick edit, he brings the toy for fetch as well. Watching him play fetch is the cutest thing ever. This wasn't accidental. I have a kitten, about 5 months old. Every morning, I wake up and feeding him is one of the first things I do. In the first couple months, in his little brain, he learned that me waking up food. About a month ago, he started waking me up. Looking to expedite the process. Jumping on me, meowing loudly, running across the bed. Whatever gets me out of bed. I usually wake up around 6 a.m. for work. I guess that was too late for breakfast, as over the course of about a week this kitten would wake me up about 15 to 20 minutes earlier every day. This started on a Sunday and it wasn't until Friday that I was woken up and realized it was 4:30 a.m. It was then that I realized I've been outsmarted by a kitten and I was being conditioned to feed him in the middle of the night. Now if he wakes me up early, he gets locked out of the room until I'm ready to get out of bed. He doesn't wake me up anymore. My 14-year-old cat occasionally tries to get me to feed him earlier than his typical 5:30 to 5:45 a.m. Luckily he won't wake me up before 5 and half the time I wake up that early anyway, but I will straight up walk past him and his food bowl to go to the bathroom, then go back to bed. Almost always, I'm joined by him for another half an hour or so without further complaint. He's my baby. I'm hoping as mine gets older he'll learn fully his schedule is mostly dependent on mine. Not the other way around. He's getting there, but I give him lots of leeway now because his age. Mine's 21 and still tries howling for breakfast at 5 a.m. Run towards the door when they start dry heaving. The sound of a pet or baby about to vomit needs to be an alarm. Instant wake up. Yeah. Let's start a company, We could call it the 6am alarm company. Oh, I could hide neath my sheets of the blue bed where I sleeps. The 6 o'clock alarm would never ring but 6 stains, so I rise, wipe despair out of my eyes. My kitten's vomits is warm and it stinks. Cheer up, it's still clean. Oh, what can it mean to a short-hair cat owner and a homemaking queen? Leave the bathroom door cracked just a little so she can open it, see that I'm in there, and be on her way, instead of waiting outside whining and whining. No, I don't do this for pooping nor when there are people over, as I'm not a Neanderthal, but she really needs to know it's me peeing in there or she will freak the duck out about my location. My cat likes to have the door open when I'm pooping so she can sit in front of me asking for pets and then lie at my feet. I read somewhere that pets are trying to guard you and keep you company while pooping. It's adorable. Pooping is every animal's most vulnerable time of the day. Cats know this. Why does pooping make an animal vulnerable? Animals can't look around, making them less alert to predators. Also, it's hard to fight for your life with a Lincoln log hanging out of your bum. Fun fact, cats, along with a lot of other animals, cover their poop so a predator cannot track it. Never knew that pooping could be so involved. That's actually quite interesting. If you think that's interesting, when dogs poop, they align themselves with the Earth's magnetic field so that they are usually pooping north to south. www.pbs.org News Hours dogs poop in alignment with Earth's magnetic field. Study finds #text dogs %20 use %20 the %20 Earth '(s) %20 magnetic variations %20 inches %20 Earth '(s) %20 magnetic %20 field. Edit, I get it, your dog doesn't do this and no dog you've ever met has. I was just posting an article that was mildly related to the conversation and was interesting. Lol. The over-the-shoulder look that dogs give you when they take a shit will never not be funny. Oh, for sure. They force that eye contact too. That's them telling you they trust you to keep watch. One of my dogs has several barks, a play bark and a squirrel bark and other dog things that are normal dog barks. He also had what we call his emergency bark. The emergency bark is what he does when he thinks there is serious danger. It is extremely loud and makes us jump every time. He usually reserves it for things like the time I fell down the stairs and he scream barked for my husband to help, or when someone is in our front yard, or when he cornered a possum in the backyard. However, since my husband started working from home, this dog barks his emergency bark at my husband if he tries working past 4 p.m. My husband now has learned to stop working at about 3:50 every day to avoid that jarring sound. Work-life balance, Dad. That's a good dog. No, that's a great dog. Sleep on my back or front. I used to be a side sleeper but have an elderly cat who loves her human bed. One of my tabby babbies likes to know when I'm rolling over in bed so she can readjust herself. So no, in the middle of the night I'll quietly say rolling over Kosai baby. She loves her human bed no matter how I sleep. I'm a side sleeper. When I switch sides, my kitty walks around my head to the other side so we are facing each other. Edit, my kitty in her favorite spot, i.inger.com sun dappled tripod, i.inger.com pre-surgery paw lumps, i.inger.com dearly departed, i.inger.com I love my kitty. Oh God, I can't handle all the adorableness in this post. Everything her little heart desires. BC, I am an idiot sucker and she knows it. You are their whole life, so might as well give them the most happiness you can. It's incredibly bittersweet to think I'm my pet's whole life. I'm flattered, but damn, there are more interesting things out there. Touching words. Cock Daddy Karen. I've shared this before, but I got my dog Snoopy when I was 10 years, and ever since he was a puppy he had this weird love for lettuce. He would go absolutely nuts for it, so whenever I had a sandwich or a burger I would give him some of my lettuce. Over the years it became a ritual that whenever I prepared any food for myself that involved lettuce, I would grab some extra lettuce for him, so I could toss it to him as I ate. He passed away 5 years ago after nearly 17 years together, but I still find myself grabbing that bit of extra lettuce for him. It's kind of funny that his little quirk has still stuck with me for all these years, and I honestly never wanted to go it away, because it's a little way for me to remember him. That's just the sweetest, saddest thing.